It's rec basketball, by the way. Thank you very much. Okay. As a teacher, I'm often approached by students to provide advice for the various predicaments and quandaries that they face on a daily basis. It's the best. I love telling other people what I think they should do. Now, whether or not I'm qualified to be giving life advice is a debate that I care not to engage in at this point in time, and whether or not I'm qualified to give a commencement address is another debate that I think we should probably table for now. And with that being said, 2 years ago, I was approached by a student with a life advice question. On a Tuesday morning, she approached me and she asked, "Mr. Boline, what is the meaning of life?" I mean, I don't know the meaning of life. Maybe it's to make a lot of money. Maybe it's to have a family and procreate. Maybe it's to create something new, to leave a fingerprint somewhere here on this earth. I did not know how to answer the question. I was, for one of the rare times in my life, speechless. Her question stayed with me for several days, and I ruminated vocab word on the question until something finally struck me. When I saw the girl next, I approached her and I told her that I believe the meaning of life is to share it with others, to make and maintain meaningful relationships. Now, is that truly the meaning of life? I don't know, but it's at least a place to start. The future is well represented in this room, and there's little doubt in my mind about the amount of success that you will all achieve in your lifetimes. I see future military leaders, CFOs, moms, dads, artists, bankers, salespeople, scholars, and English teachers. But how one becomes successful is as important as the success that they achieve. A lesson that I've learned over the years that money comes and goes, or in my case, it typically just goes. And the most precious commodity in the entirety of my life are the people in it. My loving and unconditionally supportive family, my kind, wonderful, funny, dear students, and my loyal, albeit obnoxious friends. Remember this moment. I mean, look around you. Look at the people who have helped shape your life. As I look around, that's exactly what I see. The people who have given shape to my life. And I'm thankful every single day that I got to share some time, however temporary, however minute, with all of you. I am thankful every single day for the relationships that we have made together over the past 4 years. And I am thankful every single day for the inevitable, brilliant impact that all of you will make on this planet. I know that what I'm saying, what I'm telling you, isn't necessarily a very sophisticated or complicated idea. You're probably thinking, appreciate my friends and loved ones. Real novel idea there, Copernicus. But I find that more often than not, the simpler things in life carry the greatest weight. For example, I'll take a cup of regular black coffee any day over some fancy orange mocha frappuccino, anything like that. Or I'd rather eat a pepperoni pizza instead of a pizza with pineapples and onions and salami, ham. That sounds pretty good too. Forget what I just said. As I was saying, I know that you already appreciate the people in your lives a great deal. I see it in your willingness to serve your community like you've been doing the past several days. I see it in your willingness to make new students always feel so welcome. I see it on the gym floors and the grass fields during a big game. I hear it in the beautiful music sung at the choir concerts. I see it in your generosity during Heart Week every single year. And I see it when all of you rally together when one of your peers needs your help. Tonight is the last night that many of you will ever share together. There are few moments in life that provide opportunities like this. Perhaps there's something that needs to be said between you and a friend, an apology, a debt of gratitude, a truth. I ask you tonight to look around and connect with each other, and more importantly, to stay connected with one another. If there's any truth to what I said about the meaning of life, tonight is a big night for reasons beyond this graduation. Cherish the relationships you have made and be brave forging the new ones. As many of you know, The Great Gatsby is my all-time favorite novel. I believe it's the purpose of literature to both edify and to entertain. Of course, Gatsby is entertaining, but that is but it is also a story that touches on exactly what I'm talking about tonight. One reason that makes The Great Gatsby so tragic is that Gatsby lived too long with a single dream. In spite of his lavish parties and powerful connections, Jay Gatsby died alone. Spoiler alert, that one's on me. Sorry about that. For those of you who haven't read it, that's my bad. Sorry about that. Okay. Back to the speech. Learn from Gatsby's heartbreak and cherish the people present in your life. There's a place in Lutzen, Minnesota that is very special to me. It is a camp that I attended as a child and worked at as an adult. This camp is located on a lake of limpid, vocab word, water, full of fish to the point where if one sticks their hand in the water, they're bound to pull out walleye after walleye. This camp rests in a lush, nationally protected forest and is set at the base of the closest thing that Minnesota has to a mountain. This is a place of rare beauty. At the end of each summer, after all the campers and volunteers had left, I'd always make a point to take one final hike to reflect on the summer. Inevitably, I would always end up in the same place at the end of all my hikes, a lookout situated high above, surveying the camp below. It seemed that each time I would reach the summit of my climb and sit down to reflect, I would be struck, hit by the silence that I heard. Well, that doesn't make much sense, does it? And in that moment, I would come to the same conclusion. What makes that camp so special is not the pristine setting which we had the privilege to live and work, but rather all the people who comprised it. It was the missing voices, the yelling, the screaming, the laughing, the crying, the singing voices that I couldn't hear any longer. The same is of this high school. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, Minnetonka is a special place. But it isn't all the fancy amenities, like the good food or the technological advances like the iPads or the fancy college campus commons or anything else which designates Minnetonka High School a special place. Rather, it's all of you. Standing here, I'm once again struck by silence. In just a bit, I know the silence will rightfully end with a continued celebration that all of you have earned. But in these last moments of silence together, I feel a similar peace as I did standing high above the camp several years ago. Graduating class of 2014. I know that however temporary our time was together, it gave shape and meaning to my world. So, once again, if there's any truth to my advice about the meaning of life, then I owe all of you a bit of gratitude. Because of all of you, my life has been given purpose. Thank you.